Welcome to this OI replay on Steps. This is actually the first time I've been driving an OI on my channel, and that's because I played both the OI experimental and the OI initially only in tier 6 strongholds. Before the last patch you could actually still play tier 5s in a tier 6 stronghold, so it's just basically just grinding up these tanks, not really seriously. I didn't really intend to play them in randoms at all. I haven't got a good crew in this tank. I'm on 80% of the first skill, so makes mostly repairs on all the crew members, but I have got the snapshot ability on the gunner though. But yeah, these tanks in general, though derp guns, they're very situational, and I play them when I want to have a bit of fun. That's basically also why I play the T49, and that's why I decided to take this thing out for a spin now, because I finished my WZ131 grind, so I've actually got that deleted now, and I've retrained the crew for the WZ132 because that will be on sale next weekend, so I'll get that at a nice discount and get the crew training at a discount now. But back to the OI, it's basically a KV2 with more armor, slightly less speed, but still the same hilarious factor. And this Hellcat, I don't know what he was doing, thinking that he could actually get back and damage me. So yeah, that's one Hellcat deleted, but we get smacked by Artie and our crew gets stunned. So this is in the new patch, and I must say I do pretty much favor the getting stunned over getting one-shotted all the time, even though with the increased RT accuracy and the bigger splash radius it's still pretty damn annoying. To be honest, I don't think they should have buffed both the accuracy and the splash radius for RT. They should have actually buffed one at a time to see what the effect was, because now basically I've played RT myself on the sandbox and you can't miss unless you're an idiot. So yeah, I just don't know. I'm not entirely convinced that this is the best way to handle it, but it's definitely a lot better for good players like me that can't get one-shotted anymore by Artie that just sits in base clicking your lightly armored tanks. Now obviously Artie has less effect on a big behemoth like this than it does on a light tank, but still light tanks can now at least survive at least one hit close to the tank rather than getting blown up. We just shoot one into the back of his turret. I don't know what the armor on the thing is. I think I could have loaded a heat round for that, but yeah, it's just my fun tank. I actually am training on the commander, the skill that gives more XP to all the other crew members, just so I can get them up to speed a bit more. But as I said, I just occasionally take this tank out, and this was a really nice match actually. So we've got a Stuk there, fully aimed, shot goes nowhere near where it's aimed, because it's a bit of a potato gun and it launches the shells in a pretty big arc actually over terrain and stuff, so it can actually lob the shells way over the target like you could see there. But now I'm not poking on the right side anymore. I know that Artie's focusing there, so I'm just going to go somewhere else. I was hoping earlier that the Hellcat on our team could at least kill the 12T, but I guess the Hellcat wasn't good enough to take care of one light tank. So basically the enemy team now has our backs, which is very annoying. So we need to actually push this flank if we want to stand a chance of surviving this at all. So I'm just going to go in. I don't know why that Panther is standing still all the time, especially when Artie is actually, you know, your Artie is focusing you. And as you can see, Artie doesn't do massive damage anymore, but the damage adds up, especially with the faster reload and the faster aiming. Artie has no trouble missing you, so you still get killed pretty fast, but it's not a one-shot anymore, but it's still very, very annoying. Now we get revenge for this guy shooting me earlier, so we kill him. And now we can see the Stuk is way over there. Panzer 3-4 is there, and we see these guys behind me. So I'm actually at this point in time I had my mind set on one-shotting that Hellcat. So I move forward, and unfortunately the Artie gets taken out in a second. And then I decide to lay an ambush for the 5916. He doesn't know I'm here. They don't know that I've turned around. So I'm just waiting here. I know there's light tanks on my right, but it's not like it's going to make a difference. So I'm just standing here waiting for him to come around the corner and derp him in the face. So clock's ticking. I'm expecting them to come from the right as well at any moment. But we see him there and we fire and the shell goes nowhere where I aimed. And I got a bit frustrated. You see me rotating my camera here. I was actually shaking quite hard because that was just absolute garbage. That shell should have actually one-shot that guy, but it didn't. So and I got rammed by this Panzer III-4, which is a bit stupid of him. I keep my turret onto this guy at the front, ignoring all the rest. Snapshot, and of course it doesn't kill him for some reason. The Panzer V4 kills himself, but I decide to ram this guy. I turn around, I see the Hellcat coming down, so I ram the Hellcat for full health. And then, unfortunately, we got taken out, and the enemy team still has 2 tanks left. So, yeah, that was quite a rampage at the end. Unfortunately, we couldn't carry this one hard enough. As you can see, we did 3k damage, blocked 1500. Made 5 kills, but yeah, you can't win them all. This was an ace tanker though, so let's go to the post results game stats. So here we have the results of that little rampage match in the OI. Obviously, as I said, I got the ace tanker badge, but I also got the lucky badge, and that's because someone else killed I think the Panzer III-4 next to me instead of me, so I think that's the lucky medal. And I got the high caliber obviously. I think it was 1300 base. This is obviously with the premium account bonus. 3k damage, and yeah, as you can see, did the most damage of anyone basically. In the end, we got taken out by this little light tank. The AMX 12T and the AMX 1375 since the last patch are actually quite good. Looking at them, at least the 1375 is way better, so they actually seem like a lot of fun. In the end, we didn't shoot any premium ammo, so we made a 38k profit of the 45k, so no 49k, so not too bad. 5k repair, 5k ammo cost. So all in all, it was a fun match to play. It was a bit frustrating that they couldn't at least kill one of the light tanks on the other flank, because then I probably could have actually pulled it off. But yeah, hope you did enjoy the replay. If you did, feel free to rate it, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys next time.